Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you are in. I hope you're doing well today. So, for today's video, I have prepared a story for all of you that contains the summary of all the topics that were being discussed. And this story is entitled The Human Mind. So, enjoy, and I hope you will learn something from the story.
Christine, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think it would be best if we just put an end to this relationship. I have someone new with me.
What did you say? Are you breaking up with me, Jack? I don't understand why Jack's mind had to change so fast. Well, everybody's like that. What wrong did I do? Well, you still love him, do you? It hurts so bad to actually think that the one you love leaves you for someone new. I know, and you know what? It's all in the mind. It's either you stay or let go, honey. Well, despite of what happened to me, do you think I could recover from the breakup? Do you think there's healing? Well, of course, honey. Just take your time. At first, it won't be easy, but if you really want to heal from the pain, you have to make choices for yourself. Oh, Jack, it's been a long time now since I haven't seen you. Oh, your beautiful eyes and smile reminds me of the rising sun. I miss you. Pay attention, Christine. You need to get this right this time. Focus on your work and not on Jack. That's a choice.
Christine, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think it would be best if we just put an end to this relationship. I have someone new with me.
What did you say? Are you breaking up with me, Jack? If you never left me just like that, then it could still be us until now, Jack.
Wait for it.
Okay, Mr. Man, I'll try to recall. Your mother is Elsa, your sister is Samantha, and your brother is Bruce.
And my dog?
Oh, I know. He's Miguel. San Miguel Pale Pilsen. Babe, you know what? Just to share with you, I still remember my birthday when I was 18. It was a grand one, you know. I remember people who came there, wore beautiful attires. Oh, and another thing, I remember the start of the virus at Wuhan, China. People were panicking because a lot got affected by it.
Hey, you know I've hurt you. I'm sorry. Nina and I are not together anymore. Well, just in case you cool if we still get back together.
You know I loved you, Jack, and I never cheated on you. How could you hurt me?
I don't know.
How could you not know? You're the first one to let go.
Trust me, I never wanted any of that. You know, every time I'm with Nina, I couldn't stop thinking of you.
How will I know if what you're saying is true this time?
Chris, I want to marry you and have children with you. I see a future with you. If only you give me a chance to make it up to you this time.
Hi, honey. How are you? I'm good, miss. So, Jack came to the house yesterday and he told me that Nina and him are not together anymore. And never mind. Talk to me, honey. I know it's still in your heart. Well, he said that he wanted to marry me and have children with him because he sees a future with me. So are you gonna believe him after 3 years of leaving you and breaking your heart? Well, I still love him. Despite of the pain he caused me after leaving me, the love that I feel is more real and stronger. I respect your decision. I was just worried about you and your situation. Every day in my life, I still think of Jack. I just couldn't see myself with someone new.
All I know is that each one of us sees things differently, and it may be good for you, but bad for me, or the other way around. Therefore, you choose what's best for you.
People change. Each has their own story to tell. Therefore, each of us has a purpose as we live here on earth. Jack was the only one who taught me to never give up and believe in love that keeps me going, even though I'm hurting, miss.
I get you. But this time, not too much. Store something for yourself. Remember to love yourself also, not only for Jack.
Hey, I'm glad you came. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Jack. So, about what you said last time, I thought about it, and I think we're cool.
You mean you're giving me a second chance?
Yeah, why not?
Truly? Wow, I'm flabbergasted. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, and since you were planning to marry me, I guess you may now start practicing my first language, which is Cebuano.
I'm all for it.
Cool, so do you know any Cebuano word?
I know chicken. It's manok.
It's manok, Jack.
Alright, manok.
I'd like to dedicate this song to the only man I love. This song is for you, Jack.
You're the one that never lets me sleep. To my mind, down to my soul, you touch my lips. You're the one that I can't wait to see. With you here by my side, I'm in ecstasy. I am all alone without you. My days are dark without a glimpse of you. But now that you came into my life, I feel complete. The flowers bloom, the morning shines, and I can see. Your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like the river that flows down through my veins. I feel the chill inside.
Hey, Christine.
Yes, Antonio?
That was good. Now I wanted to come in here. Here, you need to wear this.
Why are you blindfolding me, Antonio? Answer me. Where are you taking me? Jack? What are...
As I said before, I want to marry you, Christine. Will you be my wife?
Oh, Jack. Yes. A million yeses, my love.
Inside, your love is like the river that flows down through my veins. I feel.
Hi guys! How are you? Well, I hope you're doing well today. So, sa storya nga inyong nadunggan kabahin ni Jack ug ni Christine, mangutan na muna ko asa man ato nga mga summary sa tanang topics nga na-discuss. Don't worry, I'm here. I will enlighten you. So, are you now ready? Let's start.
So, the first scene of the Human Mind story is the breakup of Jack and Christine. And nakabantay ta nga after sa ilang breakup, si Christine ang utana, why does Jack's mind change so fast? So by this, we can already pinpoint the presence of cognition in which it involves thinking. Then cognitive psychology, which is the study of mental processes that includes decision making. So nakadecide si Jack to better off na magbulag sila ni Christine kay naa siya lain. Next, we have the conversation of Christine and her psychologist. So, niadto siyang psychologist because dili na yun niya matolerate ang pain on her own after sa nahitabo nga breakup. Dili na nato makita ang application about cognitive neuroscience which talks about the anatomy and mechanism of the brain. The psychologist said it's all in the mind because clearly one of the four major lobes of the cerebral cortex in humans, particularly the parietal lobe, is involved in interpreting pain. Sumao to'y nahitabo ni Christine in her mind, particularly in the lobe. It was responsible for interpreting the pain, and it caused her mental, emotional, physically, and socially away from her family. Because after the breakup, she talked to no one except opening up to a psychologist one day. For additional information, cognitive neuroscience involves intensive study of the brain as well as behavior. And we all know that the brain is complicated, and you know what it consists? It consists of 100 billion neurons, and these neurons are connected in very complex ways. So 3 years later, Christine, wala pa gyud siya naka-move on from the breakup. So this is where the visual perception comes in. In a case where Christine describes Jack's eyes and smile as the rising sun. Oh, your beautiful eyes and smile reminds me of the rising sun. To be honest, we cannot blame people if that's the way they see things about a person. That's the concept of visual perception. The next scene is where the attention comes in. So Christine is telling herself, pay attention, Christine. You need to get this right this time. Focus on your work and not on Jack. That's a choice. Attention is mainly associated manggod with our priorities in life. In short, what we focus to is what we give our time, attention, meaning, and value in life. The next scene is that Christine retrieved the information about the conversation she had with Jack about their breakup. So in this scene, throwback na ni sa ilahang breakup. That's why she was all by herself thinking that if Jack never left her, they could still be together until now. But let's admit it, if we're going through a breakup, it's not a one day I'm okay feeling, but the memories you made from the past could actually affect you in the present if only you allow such feeling. As per Christine, yes, she is still affected because she still loves him. This is where memory comes in. In short, memory is the means by which we retain and draw out on our past experiences to use that information in the present. So there was part of a scene wherein si Christine sige guna-una sa mga ipanghatag ug nahitabo niya sa una. Then diri na mosulod ang two main methods for accessing memory, which is the recognition and recall. Unsa man ni sila? Recognition is associating with a physical object, katong mga gipanghatag ni Jack ni Christine, and then recall, which includes remembering the name of someone you recognize. In the next scene, Christine showed two types of memory. The first one is called the episodic memory, in which it's all about her personal experiences. It was when she remembered her birthday and the people who attended wore beautiful attires. And the second one is the semantic memory, where she had a general knowledge about the start of the virus at Wuhan at the time they celebrated Chinese New Year. So in the next scene is all about language, which involves communication. So morning time nga katong niadto si Jack to Christine's house in order to talk to her or establish a communication with her. So ang naitabo, there was an exchange of thoughts and feelings through language. The next scene was all about the problem solving, with the scene of a psychologist and the patient Christine. Now in solving problems, experts devote a large amount of time to learning about the field and then ila ning i-practice, then ila pong i-apply ilang learning. Just like in the case of the psychologist, is that iya yung gi-share iyang knowledge or expertise or kahanas and look after for the welfare of Christine. For additional information, insight is the experience of suddenly realizing how to solve a problem, and creativity would broadly define creativity as the sense of producing something that is both original and worthwhile. Next is decision making. In decision making, we have a lot of options. We want to make sure that it's successful as possible. Next, two types of reasoning was emphasized, namely deductive and inductive reasoning. In inductive reasoning was when the psychologist said that each of us sees things differently and it may be good for you but bad for me, or the other way around. Therefore, you choose what's best for you. Now, the first and second statement may be true, but the conclusion when the psychologist said, choose what's best for you, will not all of us all the time choose what's best for us. We also have bad decisions in life, right? So it may be true or not. So that's the idea there for inductive reasoning. For deductive reasoning, generally, all the statements are true, that people change, each has their own story to tell. Therefore, each of us has a purpose as we live here on earth. So all statements that Christine said to her psychologist is founded to be logically and realistically true. For this next scene, language in context is present. Kabayan niya siya about how language started, how language is used, and how it is developed. And the scene gives emphasis on bilingualism and dialect. Christine made an agreement to Jack if he wanted to marry her, mag-practice siya sa first language ni Christine, which is Cebuano. Like the word chicken in English and manok in Cebuano, because learning a new language improves our brain function and gives us a better memory. Last but not the least is the topic human intelligence. So each one of us is unique and intelligent in some way. As for Christine, she is music smart. So in this next scene, it gives emphasis on the application of Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. Specifically, katuning ni kanta si Christine og Your Love para kang Jack. Makita nato na si Christine is music smart because instead of expressing her love for Jack in a plain conversation, iya mang giagi ni kanta for Jack. So let us remember that human intelligence is our ability to learn or understand, or to deal with new or trying situations. So that's it for today's summary, guys. I hope you learned something. See you in my next video. God bless.